Good morning, hoodies. It is Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is anymore. The 23rd. I am getting ready to leave the house to go to Rockefeller Center to meet up with Shamel to shoot the Equinox Fitness Club assignment. I have a hefty, oh my god, it's so heavy, a hefty bag with what I think I need. I have my curling iron just in case like I blow a hair fuse while I'm working out, trying to get the content and trying to sweat. I have these this chain thing to put on my pants. I just don't want to wear it on the train. These shoes I'm gonna wear with this outfit to like look like this is what I'm leaving the gym wearing, but underneath I have like my aloe yoga set, and I'm wearing that. I have my computer in here because I'm gonna pop a squat at like, I don't know, Watch House, the coffee shop, to do some work. My hair stuff is in here, makeup touching, retouching. I don't think I'm gonna do too much craziness. My big old water bottle, I got it back. That's the water bottle. And my phone can rest here as a magnet, so good. And then we're filming on my camera actually, just to make things easier, because I need to edit it today, send it in today, and I just need his help with like managing certain aspects of the shoot that I just can't do on my own. So I was like, listen, come with me to the gym, hold the camera in certain positions like you know how to do because you are a videographer, and then like work out while I'm in the locker room getting the other shots, and then you can go home. I just need him to hold it to get a couple shots for me, and then work out if he wants, and then that's it. That's all I need Jamel for today. I have some ideas that I want to book him for, but he's been busy too. I can never get this guy in town. So anyway, we're not gonna shoot on the new camera, but I have a little bit of time. I'm all packed up. I wanted to unbox this when my nails were really nice, but I just want to see it. Because today I'm also going to go to the DJI store to get a cover for this camera. Oh, it has like all these little pieces. And I'm going to see if I can get down to meatpacking to the Leica store and see if they have a cover for her. Here she goes. This is the Leica. Oh my god. Does it have any battery in it? No, I guess not. It needs to be charged. I saw this guy do a review on these cameras, and he used them on a trip that he had, and I was just like, yeah, the quality, the image, everything, like pictures, everything just looked really good. And my dad has talked to me about Leica since I was a kid. One of his really close friends, who gave me my first teddy bear actually when I was a baby, he had a Leica camera. But like, just overall, this is like the brand that kind of has like a holy grail reputation in the photo industry. And I remember we went to Fashion Week, and this girl was at the Love Shack Fancy party, and she had this particular camera, and she was like, yo, what camera is that? And she was asking the girl, and I was like, that's a Leica. Like, I was like, yo, that, I was a little intimidated by the girl's camera, because I was like, that's expensive. Like, that's a really good quality camera she has. And like, she was asking, I was like trying to tell Chi, like, it's a Leica. Like, I'm gonna show you the link, whatever. So, they've been out of stock for quite some time on Leica's website and stores, on B&H, and then B&H finally got it in this week. and I pulled the trigger, and I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm also excited because I'm gonna pull out my old Nikon, and I want to get some things done with my other Nikon camera too. But like, I'm so happy for this upgrade. I love my Osmo. Also, I love this camera that I shoot on. I actually want to get a second one, especially for the interview series that is coming up. I want to get two different perspectives while shooting that. But anyway, it is 7:49. It takes like 38 minutes to get there. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave here at like 8 o'clock or so I can get there a little bit before Shamel, so I can just let the Equinox team know that I am present and that I know the rules of like filming in there, and that I'm just gonna be working in there today, and show them like my content brief from the brand, just so they know that I'm in there working. So don't want to cause any problems. Really, you're not supposed to be filming anything in Equinox unless it's like a marketing team production and everything. So it's not common to see like people filming just regularly on the training floor. So I just want to make sure that like the assistant general manager and the manager know that I'm there today, just in case like anyone's complaining. I would never like put anyone in my shot. Like, I'll try my best to make sure that I'm like, it's a vacant spot or whatever. We're going right after prime time, which is like 9 to 12 or 2 to 5 or 7 p.m. to close. So I am wearing my dark park pants that I just got from Canton, and then my Urban Revival swishy jacket. I have on Owl Yoga unitard and leggings, and then I actually have Equinox socks on, which is clutch. I have my New Balance sneakers on. I'm actually going to be wearing my Mosley ear cuff that has like, you know, the silver gold effect, because like I want to make sure that I look kind of robotic. Their marketing campaign for Equinox right now is like silver plated, looks very robo human. So I think it would be a good little touch. So I'm wearing that, but we're gonna skedaddle in a little bit. I'll pick y'all up when we get to the gym. So we finished shooting. I'm still at the gym, but I was just telling Shamel how the shots came out in the locker room. I didn't like them, so he's gonna see if he could shoot something on his phone and see how he likes it. But I'm gonna go get a latte and sit down with these digitals and see if I can edit something really quickly. But we're leaving. We are leaving. So we are heading to the Fashionphile event right now. There's so much traffic, y'all. It's always so much traffic. And now there's an ambulance behind me, and I need to make sure that I give it space wherever I am on the road. Is it coming this way or making a turn? We shall see. I know. This big old truck. I can't see nothing ahead of me with a big old truck in front of me. But anywho's, it's a beautiful day in the city. The weather is immaculate. I'm just going to go through it because I can't. I'm not going to be on this little crosswalk thing, especially with an ambulance behind me. But anyway, I'm going through the Lower East Side right now. We're going to the West Village. Baby, where are we going to go? I have no room to move. Let me call y'all right back. I know you lying. With
song so much.
This beautiful home.
So Fashionphile here, and wanted to say a few words about circularity and of course data but make good fashion. So over to you, Angela.
Thank you. Welcome everybody. I'm so pleased to be here tonight to be representing Fashionphile.
I will also say I had the most fabulous conversation, learned so much from you, so everyone line up after and then speak to her as well. She has so much knowledge to go around. My name is Made. Everyone, thanks so much for being here. You probably better know me as Data But Make It Fashion. Buying secondhand is so important. Fashionphile's mission and what Fashionphile does is so important and absolutely fabulous, and it is such a pleasure to be partnering with all of you. I want to give a very big thank you to Ian, who is, as much as I think I know about fashion, Ian knows so much more and is really such a genius, especially when it comes to bags. And we just had so much fun looking at, like, I've posted a lot recently, especially with kind of how the stock market's doing right now, that there are a lot of bags that are great investments. The data backs it up that shopping is something that can be very smart. Like you said, it can be totally guilt-free. And there's a lot of meaning to fashion behind just, what you wear, a lot of meaning behind pieces. So Ian and I had such a fabulous time going through all of the Fashionphile historical kind of price data and trying to figure out some of the bags that you have behind me here. What are the bags that appreciate in value? What are the bags that are good investments that appreciate more than the stock market, maybe sometimes less than the stock market, but might get up there someday? So all these.
I need to fix my hair, honey.
Size, but I like that color better.
Oh, I get you.
Like, I love that color, but I just think purple.
It's so good.
Hey cookies, it is Thursday. I'm so annoyed right now. I'm trying to film my video for tomorrow about personal style, and when I tell you there's so much construction going on outside my window, I know that my mic helps a lot, and now it's 11:16. Do children at school typically go to recess at 11:16? I thought it was like lunchtime they go, like 12. Do you hear that? Like, they're extra spicy loud today. Anyway, so I'm trying to find a fitness class to go to until like 2 o'clock. So I can just leave, come back, and hopefully these people construction will go away and the kids will go back into school. But I'm like, I don't know. I've been having a hard time sleeping. Another part of the construction, like I think they're working on something underground. There's like a metal slab. Like there's 4 new metal slabs on the road. 3 of them are perfectly flush to the cement, whereas one seems to be out of place, and it makes so much noise when cars drive over. It's like a dun 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 dun. And you know how like sometimes when you're going to sleep and there's like a noise, like a city noise. City people understand this. There's like a city noise that you hear, even trains and stuff. Like there's a way that we can kind of like zone it out, or it becomes like a white noise, especially if it's like a consistent pattern. But that noise that metal plate makes, it's such an inconsistent beat that I cannot get on and fall asleep to. Carlos has figured it out, because the first night he was like, yo, that's gonna drive me crazy. And then I started to like realize it too. I'm like, oh my God, this is really annoying. I've been sleeping in the living room the last 2 nights, and like he'll come out and come get me, and I'll feel bad. And I do want to sleep in my bed with him because like it's more comfortable. And like I'll go in the bedroom and I can't go back to sleep, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. So my sleep is all jacked up. I went to TikTok and I asked like construction workers, come to the front. And one lady actually says like she works for the redesign of roads, and told me to call it in for them to rectify. She said it sounds like the metal sheet is warped or something, or not set in correctly, and it's an easy fix. So that was really, first of all, it was really cool that like a woman came to the front and was like, yeah, I don't do that particular work, but I do the redesign of roads. So that's an easy fix. I was like, I'm so impressed by you. Yes, girl. So that was pretty cool. But I'm just like, I'm tired and I'm very irritable now. I don't like screaming children. Like, I can't zone that out. I'm like, I want to scream out my window and be like, y'all got no damn sense. It's the middle of the day. People working from home. It's been COVID. Y'all COVID babies. Y'all know this. Shut it up. And then the next door apartment, the fire, what's it called? The smoke detector, the battery is dying on that thing. We've asked them several times to go in there and fix this damn battery or take them out or renew them. And they were like, yeah, we did it the other day. No, y'all didn't. No, y'all didn't. Y'all didn't check every battery in that damn apartment. It's a vacant apartment. It just makes me think, like, one of the reasons why I was so happy to leave our Brooklyn apartment is because it was so noisy in that apartment. Like, we live right by the dog park in our building. Them people, dog people, y'all love y'all dogs. Some dog people love their dogs to the point where they will allow their dogs to just be obnoxious, rude, barky dogs, right? They think it's cute. They think it's like, oh, they're talking to me. No, they're not. No, they're not. And in that particular building, there was just a large group of dog owners that never saw anything wrong about the ruckus that they caused in that dog park between their dogs acting a fool and then them just talking loud and drinking and doing all this stuff. It was so bad. I got into an altercation actually over it. It's quite traumatic. Quite traumatic, that dog park. But anyway, I was happy to move away from that kind of noise. And then we moved to this building. They don't take care of the building. They don't maintain it well. They got all kinds of people up in here just acting a fool. And then all this construction is going on outside. And then the babies want to be real loud today. Sometimes I feel like in the city, like in Manhattan, it would just be so much like calmer. Because whenever I'm like walking through my favorite neighborhoods in the city that are so expensive, it's calm. There's not a lot of hoorah. Like, I just need to work hard enough to get there. I would prefer to live on a quiet city street in the West Village or Upper West Side, Columbus Circle, Lincoln. Girl, I have a lot of hopes and dreams, okay? To just get away from the noise. Maybe being higher up too. I don't know. Maybe having better windows. I feel like these are the cheapest windows. Like, I have a lot to complain about right now, but you know what? At least I have a roof over my head. At least I have clothes on my back. We got food in the fridge. We got food at home. Let me focus on the gratitude. I'm blessed to have a mobile app. I'm blessed to have a phone. Okay, paid for, not expensive. I'm blessed to have a phone that has a gym, a membership app to a fitness club where I can choose several facilities for a class at any given time. Amen. Amen. Okay. I'm grateful for a working laptop in my lap. I am grateful for my community online. Okay, I'm shifting my energy. It's shifting. It's feeling good. It's feeling great. You know what? What I'm going to do, I'm going to fight through the noise and I'm going to make my video. And then I'll pick a class to go to and all the things. And then we'll enjoy the rest of the day and I'll edit my video tonight. Yes, we shifted the mood. Okay, isn't that on camera too? In real time. Working from a place of gratitude definitely amplify the God in you. Amplifies your light, amplifies the God in you. All right. Let me try my video again. I'm grateful for my cloffice coming together. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I was complaining. Let's try this again. Shut it up! Okay, let me try it again. Okay, so I was able to film straight through just now from that place of gratitude. Amen. Because, wow, I needed to do that. All right. Now I am checking my, what's it called? I use this thing called Basecamp for the agency that I'm under, and the communications go through it. So I'm just checking to see what they're talking about. Okay, Stuart Weitzman. All right, I could pick up the shoe that they want me to work with. Okay, Stuart Weitzman. All right, we got some content spice happening. Good spice. Okay, I'll be right back. Good morning, cookies. It is Friday, the 25th. I'm at home. I'm tired still, but last night was a much better round of sleep than the last couple of nights because that road work was fixed. But today I am wrapping up on, like, I edited my Friday video, but I need to input all the images that need to go alongside some of my references that I'm talking about. So I'm going to do that right now and upload hopefully within the next 2 hours. And then I have a client call at 12. This client is wrapping up one of her programs, but we are starting a new one because we just realized like we needed a little bit more time with each other than the 4 weeks that we had. So we're gonna end that one package and then start the plan for the next program, which I have the plan already, but like walking her through it and getting her feedback on how that's gonna work for her. Anyway, and then after that, I'm going back to that bar class that I really liked at the Equinox Rock Center, taught by this man named Kevin something. Let me see. He has his class is really good, and it's funny. It's not funny. It's interesting because he revealed that he actually has like a foot injury and was still able to teach the class effectively. Kevin Reek. I'm gonna ask him where his family's from. Very, very, like, solid, nice man. Like, very chill energy. Not too much, but I liked his music choices too. Like, he played some Elton John, and I was just like, I like you. We played Cher next week. Like, I don't know. There's certain music that kind of gets me going for working out. Like, yes, hip hop and like certain R&B songs or like club music and stuff. But sometimes it's that Elton John, Diana Ross, like Aretha. Like, it's certain music that just gets me going every single time. Play a Prince song, I'm gonna lose my mind. Michael Jackson, I'll probably lose my mind and cry because I love Michael so much. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. Always have been since I was a little kid. Like, they would put Michael on TV or whatever, like whatever concert was playing or videos that I had of his, and I would literally sit there throughout the whole duration of the film or the show that he was doing. I would be crying. Like, when he passed away, people were sending me condolences. Like, it was that kind of like, I just connected to his music. But anyway, I'm going to start on my little, my video here. And making sure that we have the references and that they're big enough and that people can see and not yell at me. But nah, yeah, let's get that done. And then after the gym today, I'm wondering if I can get some content for the buy list. The last time I did the buy list video, my hair looked like not done, but it is what it is. But gonna try and get something like that to be squeezed in before we go see Sinners tonight. Carlos and I want to go see Sinners. I'm hoping that we can get to an IMAX theater with really good seats, because the director of Sinners noted like there's several ways to watch the movie, and I was really into what he was talking about. So yeah, there's that. But I'll catch y'all in a little bit. I got my espresso latte here. Don't know where my matcha is. I've lost it. I lost my pack. You know what? Maybe that's okay because sometimes matcha kind of dries me out a little bit more than coffee, and it's a lot more caffeine. The grade of matcha that I use, I need to chill out with that. But let me finish this, and I'll call y'all back. Okay, so I'm waiting for my client to hop on our Zoom call so we can discuss all of her content that she was given via homework assignment, and just walking through those videos, giving her feedback, and also discussing the next phase of the program for her and I. Yeah, so we're waiting for her to tap in. And I'll ask her if I can record anything, but I don't want to give too much of her, her stuff away, like her ideas and concepts or identity even, but maybe a tidbit of our conversation. But if anything, I'll wrap up. I'll tell you guys what we talked about on the call, just in general detail, so you can kind of get some insight on how my consulting kind of works with people when it comes to content creation and strategy development. Is that even the most experienced content creators still have that feeling of cringe and wanting to be in that space and fighting through it. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of consistency, and it takes to getting to a place where you're just like, excuse my language, fuck it. I'm just going to post it. Like, it's going to work for me, or it's not. At least I'm trying. So it's like, at least you're creating the content. At least you're seeing yourself do it. At least your family knows about it. Your daughter's involved. And also, at least, like, you're editing through that cringe.
Yes.
Because that's a big deal to even, like, look at yourself, hear yourself talk, and, like, cringing through the what you think is not a good aesthetic, but it's you. And it's like you're judging yourself so hard.
Yeah.
But the fact that you, like, let me see how many emails I got from you. The fact that you made, what, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You sent me 7 videos. You edited 7 videos. So you sat through that discomfort anyway. So it's like, I'm saying that to you because I don't think there will ever be a point where there's days where I'm looking at some of my drafts and I'm like, I don't like this at all. Like, I hate it and I don't want to post it. But then you get to a point where you're just like, I have to post something. I have to not say relevant, but just keep showing up for the community. And the cringe goes away once you literally see the interaction and the engagement behind all that cringe.
The funny thing is, I actually I'm trying to move off like my stuff out the background so you don't see.
No, you're fine. It's clean. It's clean.
Okay. Yeah. The funny thing is, I actually like editing. That's my favorite part, and I'm so glad that you recommended InShot because that was so editing friendly.
Oh, you like it? I told you it would be easy.
Yeah, it was so easy. I figured everything out, and it was so easy.
Good.
It was so easy. I'm not gonna play it because I don't want the sound to.
To play back. Okay,
yes.
So I'm gonna open it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's funny. Wait, it's cute. No, I love this though because like she is involved. This is so funny because it like she was behind it. She like, let me just get a little closer. Like you could tell that's what her mom was thinking. Okay, so I love this. She's so sweet. Okay, because like I could see where her mind, like little Spike Lee, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so for this, I think this is a much better approach than the first video. Like, for example, we have like this pattern beauty. Let me just, it is open to make sure I don't squeeze anything out. So it's like when you're using a product that has like, the detail on the front, like you might feel awkward holding it in that point, but like you want to open it where they can at least see the label. So placing your fingers a certain way and then squeezing out the material so it makes sense, right? So like in the video with the lotion, you have it fully covered. Like we see the top and we see it on the counter, but like actual in use is a little bit more natural. Okay. So like just be careful about where you place your fingers in view of the logo. I think here's the thing though. I think you could shorten the video just a tad and still use this video. Like, I don't think you should nix this video or remake it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might be able to reshoot like the part where you're holding the thing. If you're wearing a certain robe or something, obviously put that on so the sleeve is the same. Showing the witch hazel on the cotton, like showing the label of the witch hazel and putting it on the cotton ball, maybe doing a close up of it and replacing the part where you're putting it on the cotton ball. But I don't think you have to reshoot this at all. I think this flows a lot better. It's more realistic than the first video. I think you did really good with this.
Thank you.
So that's
the reason why I didn't. So it wasn't intentional that I.
Hello, cookies. It is Sunday. We are heading to the vintage, what's it called? I'm like all discombobulated because I'm about to leave the house. So we're going to the Manhattan Vintage Limited Edition market on the Upper East Side at the Ukrainian Institute. So I'm going for the 11 a.m. time slot. I bought like the VIP, like the early access ticket. We'll see how early access it's giving. But I'm wearing something really easy to like try things on if I find any clothing items that I'm interested in. So I just have on some Skims leggings, my Nike sneakers, this hoodie from Aritzia, jacket or overcoat from H&M because it's windy today, so I figured a windbreaker would be fine, and my Yankee fitted. And I'm gonna throw on my the Prada bag. But yeah, I'm just gonna head down. We're gonna take the train. Hopefully everything's running smoothly today. I think my neighbors are fighting because I hear like the dog barking, somebody yelling. I don't know what they're saying. I don't care. But like, it's kind of throwing me off a little bit because I don't want to walk into the hallway and all that hoorah and y'all fighting. Like, please. But anyway, this is the vibe. I'm just putting on my bag underneath a lay jacket. I have to get the battery pack for this. Actually, maybe, well, I think we'll be fine with this amount of battery. So I'm going to show you all the things and let's see what they have going on at this vintage market. What I'm hoping to find is a pair of Levi jeans, high-waisted Levi jeans. I know that's really specific, but I ordered something from this vintage Levi reseller, and it did not work out at all. Like, it was way too small. So I'm hoping that they have someone there that specializes in vintage Levi's. And I'm also going to be looking at furniture or like bits and bobs for interiors. And that's really it. I'm open to anything, but I'm looking specifically for denim and interior design stuff, decoration. So let's head out. Let's go. Also, Carlos is not home. Why is this man going to do a Spartan race with his two friends and he barely even trained for this? I said, did you put me down as your emergency contact? Because Lord Jesus, oh my gosh, these men, they just like, they swear they're invincible. And I'm like, sir, you are of a certain age and like not the most athletic person, you know. You've never even been to a Spartan race, never seen a Spartan race, never even heard of it before your friend told you about it, and you just gonna go do 20 obstacles, 3 miles on a mountain in what feels like 30 degrees weather when it's windy. Let's go and let's pray for Carlos. We'll see when he gets home how he's looking and feeling. Let me make sure that I turn off all the lights and things before we leave. Yes. And we're off. Hey cookies. So I'm back home and just like realizing how much of a mess it is in here. Let me show y'all what I got from the vintage market. Hold on. So like I told y'all, I was there looking for furniture or like vintage Levi's. I ain't find neither. One of the vendors that I'll share with you guys, I did get something from her area. She had a couple of chairs, but I was looking more so for like side tables and just like cool stuff like that. I have a little biscuit in the toaster oven right now. So, but anyway, let me tell y'all real quick. So the first vendor I stopped by was Sloppy Seconds. Y'all would have seen me trying on some of her stuff. This girl, her name is Maddie. She's been doing this for 3 years. And she basically reimagines different pieces. And like she'll rouge them. She'll give it little pin tuck here. Make it more like corset. More fitted and cinched. This is a vintage Ralph Lauren polo shirt. I love the fact that this is like kind of like an off-white, like it looks old and kind of dingy in a way. I don't know what other word to use, but it's not dirty. And this is in a cotton material that they just don't do anymore. They don't make them like this no more. This some sturdy shirts, okay? But anyway, I love her logo. I think it was so cute. She also has like a description of the type of material that it has. Second life to men's press shirt. She calls it the Kevin top, and all her information is just on the tag. But I just loved how she had her whole setup. She even has her own little drawstring bags. I thought this was really cool and really nice energy too. Then I went upstairs and I came across this vendor called Obsessed Designer Vintage. Really nice girl. Her husband was with her too, and he was so helpful. He helped open up my bag so I could put all the stuff in it so I can like try on some more coats. She had a plethora of Burberry, Dior, like all kinds of vintage coats. This one is specifically from the 80s, early 80s, Burberry trench. It came with the lining. It comes with this collar that's detachable, all buttons in place. There's only one button that's missing, and that's from this back tab here, but really the button would just exist right here. You wouldn't see it, so I can just replace it with something else. And I like the fact that it had a tie as well. I wanted a Burberry coat with a tie. I had gotten a Burberry coat years ago, but I think it was altered for a petite person. It was a bit too short just for my overall build. So the fact that I was able to find this in this color too. I didn't want a khaki one because I have khaki trenches already. This olive with the navy. Oh my gosh. Chef's kiss. It was really dope. That one I got for $4.95. The first shirt that I mentioned was $175. And then I stopped by one more table, black owned vintage store that's actually based in LA. She's more so like her store does amazing, and she also works with like a lot of stylists in Hollywood, people that are shopping for it, shows and whatnot. Her name is Ronnie. We got to Kiki. She actually recognized me from Instagram when she was like, I was going to DM you to come. And I was like, girl, I already had a ticket, honey. So I was happy that we got to meet. I bought this vintage skirt from her from the 1940s. I thought it was so cute. I also tried on a Missoni set. I liked the top a lot, but the pants, it was a pant set. The pants, it was just like the crotch was low. Like it wasn't for my build. It wasn't for me. It's all right. But anyway, but I was able to score this, and she actually had a couple of chairs at her area, but I wasn't looking for chairs. I was looking for something else. So I'm just glad that we got to meet, and I got this skirt. Also, I have to tell you, I didn't have a good experience at one of the tables. It was one of the tables that I first came across when I got to the show, because you know what I like to do is I like to see what everyone has, get a lay of the land, and just like notice if certain things pop out at me, and I'll even take a picture, and you know, I'll wrap back around, right? So I did that, and when I was first at this booth, I noticed that the woman that owned it, like she just kind of had like a heavy energy about her. She was watching me, didn't really greet me, but I also had my headphones in, so I probably looked unapproachable. But also it's just like, you can tell when someone is like happy that you're cruising through their things and like waiting for you to ask a question type of thing. It just kind of looked like she was watching me and annoyed, right? So I peeped that energy, but I was just like, whatever, like I'm not going to take it personal. I had my headphones on. I don't look that approachable. I get it, right? So as I'm leaving, I'm like, oh yeah, that one booth had like a couple of brooches and necklaces I was kind of like curious about. Let me go back to it. I showed y'all it too. And as I'm approaching the booth, like she's leaning on the case that 2 of the necklaces were in, and like she was leaning on it with like a piece of clothing item. And I get to the booth or to the case, she doesn't move. Like she's covering it. I can't see the pieces because of the clothing on the thing. So I'm like, excuse me. And like she slowly moves, and I was like, I actually have a question about 2 pieces in here, these 2 necklaces. And it's like there's a piece in between it, these 2 necklaces. And she says, that one is $3,500, it's Chanel, and walks away. And then her husband comes around and stands next to the case. And at this point, I'm just like, I didn't like that energy at all. I don't want nothing. No, I'm not spending $3,500 on anything with y'all. I'm not spending $3,500 on anything today. But you don't know that. You don't know what anyone is capable of buying in these spaces. You don't even know who's shopping for who. I could have been shopping for Oprah for all you know. You don't know. So at this point, I'm just like, ew. Ew, girl. Like, what are you doing? It was an older woman too. So it's just like, for me, I can notice like they've been in the business long enough to know like that's not cool customer service. And I did have my hat off and I had my headphones down around my neck. So I was talking and I had shopping bags in my hand. So I had been doing some shopping. Like you see that I'm buying stuff. Either way, it was the most disgusting experience I've had in a long time like that. Like, listen, I'm a Black woman and I've worked and shopped in luxury for all these years, right? I know when someone is happy to have me in their shop and like they don't know what I'm capable of, but they're customer servicing me in a great way. It's A1, right? And then I've also experienced when people are just like that Julia Roberts moment in Pretty Woman, just like, that's expensive, you can't afford it, and we actually don't service people like you. Like, I've had situations like that blatantly in my past. I remember the first time I bought a designer handbag, Tom in Prada at Saks Fifth Avenue told me it was a very expensive bag. And what did I do? I went to the actual Prada store, bought the bag, took it back to Saks and said, you were right. It is very expensive. And I've had my rivalry moment, but like that experience with that older couple, and it's called AMJM Couture is the name of their store or whatever. I was very disgusted by the behavior and just like the overall experience of them. It wasn't cool, and it wasn't really reflective, I think, of the entire vintage market. Obviously, like I would never like say, oh, all y'all vendors are like this, but you know, I'm gonna post a story about it on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. No, they don't have a large following on their page either, and I kind of feel bad about that because listen, I don't like bashing any businesses. I don't really talk about poor experiences altogether. Like maybe a handful of times since I've been doing this social media thing. But at the end of the day, I don't always have a great experience, right? And sometimes I don't talk about it because sometimes the situation is like it's a Black-owned business or a brown-owned business, and I don't want to crash out and bring them down with one post, right? I don't want to start no ruckus. I would rather just give them the feedback straight on. But like in cases like this, where I'm just like, it feels a little racial. It feels a little ageist. It feels a little like ick. Like this ain't your first time treating somebody like this, and y'all been in business for how long? I felt like I needed to tell people, you know. So I don't really feel bad. It'll be a lesson for them to realize like y'all can't play with anybody, you know. And you never know who's who. You never know who knows who. You never know what someone's going to spend with you or not, and you never know who's going to come back and spend a shit ton more. You know, like you work in customer service. You are to be of service. You are to be open and kind. And if not, then yeah, that's your prerogative. And yeah, you can cut off yourself from a lot of business and a lot of opportunities. That's your business. But at the end of the day, it was just an ick. It was such an ick feel. Where my butter at? I got French butters. Where my butter at? Oh, I see it. But yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all. You know, I tell y'all everything, but it was just like, ew. That was not fun at all. I was sad that even happened. Like, you know, I called my dad right after, and I told him, I was like, Daddy, I had this really weird experience with this older couple that owned the vintage booth in here, and you know, I still wanted to know how much or what the other thing was that the other necklace I was inquiring about. I assume maybe it was also Chanel and also 3,500, but like, whatever, man. Like, I also really like this monkey brooch that they have on the other side that was more affordable. And I actually was like, I was gonna go get it. Because I was like, oh, the monkey brooch and those two necklaces, let me see how much those things are. And yeah, whatever, man. At the end of the day, I'm just telling y'all what happened. If I see them again at the next one that they have in the fall, I'm not going to stop at their booth. If they say something to me from the video that I posted, I'm going to be straight up and be like, you can apologize all you want, but you can tell when people are just like that. You can tell, like, you just saying sorry because you got caught. You just saying sorry because it went, the message got out that you act a certain way. Like, that's why you're only saying sorry. You're not saying sorry because you actually feel bad. You saying sorry because you feel caught. And I feel like that's the type of energy that those people have. So, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm about to cut some cheese. Put my little French, but I have a beautiful biscuit from my mom. I haven't been there in a while, right? Now, I've been going there lately. That's a very nice biscuit. I got my sharp cheddar. But, yeah. Anywho, that's what I got. I really like the pieces that I got. And I really like the fact that they came from really good, like, spirited women. That's the other thing, too, for me. I wanted to get some jewelry from this one stand, but also the guy. I'm very weird about vintage jewelry. I do believe some pieces carry a certain energy, and none of them were calling to me. I thought they were all beautiful, but no one piece was actually calling me, and that's for a reason, I'm going to enjoy my little biscuit. I'll call you later. We have that thing to go to at 6:30. I'm going to be honest, Cookie, I'm tired. I don't feel like going, but we're going to go. We're going to go. And as far as Carlos is concerned, he is doing the race currently. He said it's drizzling. It's very chilly where he is. I hope he's warm enough. I hope that they have like good blankets and things for them at the end of it, because my goodness, this isn't a good day to be out there doing this type of stuff for the first time. I hope he don't catch a damn cold. So we'll see how he does. We'll hear back from him at some point. His phone is in the locker at the race. They provided him with something to put his stuff in. So we'll see how he does when he come out. All right, bye. Okay, so literally I'm running a little delayed because I could have sworn that the event was going to start at 6, but they're saying that we need to show up at the red carpet by 5, before 5:30, and it takes 30 minutes to get there according to GPS, and we had to do like a capri aesthetic. Like I rushed and put this look together. So this is a skirt that I recently got from Zara. Very, gingham is very capri. And then I have on these mango like half socks that are very reminiscent of like the Miu Miu aesthetic right now. Some Louis Vuitton pumps. I had this like old J.W. Anderson sweater underneath it and this mango leather jacket because it is chilly out. And then I have my Prada Loud bag. I really just touched up my makeup as best as I could. Like I was gonna like shower and do a whole new face, but we don't have time. All right. And I have my Only Made earrings, pearl earrings, the usual suspects with the rings, and I'm ready to go. I'm tired.
Hello. Hi, Madison. Thank you. Of course. Have a great night. Thank you. You too. We're going to the red carpet, y'all. Yes. Thank you. I said, y'all have a theme. Okay, let me pull up correctly. I ain't gonna embarrass my friends. Okay, cool. Thank you. Hi.
Hello, can I help you out?
I'm by myself, but I'm with these people.
I apologize.
No, it's okay.
All right, wait a minute, Bashir. Don't hurt nobody. Okay. Of the movie Bashir Salahuddin. This is actually cool. Give it up. Here for the New York.
Feels like I don't know what it feels like. Yeah. Feels like it's 8 p.m. but yet it's like not even 5.
Yeah. And
or
it's like
5:30.
we're wearing summer clothes.
And it's freezing outside. And it's freezing outside. Yeah.
But I was like, I'm not wearing a jacket.
Thank you to the amazing producer of this film, Laura Fisher. We couldn't have done it without our friends at Lionsgate, Aaron Westerman and Meredith White.
Welcome to Capri, there we are. Thanks so much. Wow, this is really cool. I can actually say I finally played Lincoln Center Jazz, so I'm very excited about this. Fire up my drums. Thanks everybody for coming out. This movie's been 7 years in the making. Wow. 2 of those we didn't know we were gonna make it. And I love these characters so much, and I don't do sequels normally because I'm terrified of sequels because I feel like if you nail it once, just drop the mic and run off the stage. But I love these characters and just felt like.
Good morning, cookies. It is Monday morning. I'm about to clean up this mess that's in here, but wanted to touch base really quickly. So I went to the screening for Another Simple Favor last night. I give the movie 3 stars out of 5. Reason being is because, it's a comedy, thriller, action movie. It is quirky. It's supposed to be a little doofy. It's not serious at all. However, like the plot twists were good up until a certain point. Like in comparison, I would go and watch A Simple Favor Part 1 again, whereas like I seen the sequel and I'm good. I'll probably revisit a Simple Favor first, only because like I really like Henry Golding. He played really well in the second movie also. There's a lot of new characters as well, but Blake Lively and what's that girl's name? They had a lot. You could tell that they had a lot of fun filming this movie. I saw Mr. J from Top Model. I did speak to Henry Golding. I told him something, but I don't want to tell you what I told him because it would give away a part in the movie. And it is going to be streaming starting May 1st on Amazon Prime. So I got home. Carlos finished his race, the Spartan race, within like 2 hours and some change. Typically, when people are doing the Spartan race for the first time, it could take them up to 4 hours. The other thing that was making me nervous about the whole Spartan race, and I didn't want to say out loud, nor did I want to mention it to him, he has sickle cell trait. So like with people who have sickle cell trait, like they experience certain things, they have a lot of back issues. Elevation is an issue. Like, you know, it's not really the best idea for them to go in high elevated areas, mountains and things like that. He is afraid of heights, so it's good that he's afraid of heights, so he won't be tempted to go up in the heights. But when he told me that the Spartan race was in Mountain Creek in New Jersey, no, it's not a huge mountain, but it is used for skiing. Therefore, it does have some higher elevation. Even when we go to Woodbury Commons, there's a shift in him at some point when the elevation changes. So, you know, I was seriously concerned about him doing the race there, due to the elevation in his sickle cell trait, but he finished in a great amount of time. There was a third person that they were with, and they actually took like up to 4 hours. But they said it was pretty hard. It was very tough. Carlos did not train for this race. He should the next time, like they should make it an anniversary thing for them, but he should, now he knows there's a certain way to train for it. I knew about it because I've been in fitness, the industry of fitness, and working with a lot of trainers and clients that did Spartan races, like the big ones all over the world. It is a serious situation. Not like, I wouldn't say that you would have to train for it like 6 months prior, like you would for like a marathon, a New York City marathon. But definitely training for it because your body gets put through so much. But we're just happy that he got through it this year and that he had a good time and that he will be, you know, hopefully trying it again. I think it's a good experience for guys or girls too, but like people to make a tradition out of it. That's something that you're into. But anyway, y'all know they doing construction, so I won't keep you too long. Today is Monday. I'm gonna clean up from the weekend mess that I created in this room. I need to edit for tomorrow's video. I have tons of work due for clients, between one-on-one clients that I have for content creation or actual brand clients that I have to submit concepts and final edits to. So there's that. And I want to see if I can get into an equinox class. I need to get my toes done. Carlos was talking about he want to go get a massage tonight. I'm not going to get a massage tonight. He can go. He should go. But I have way too much stuff to get done. And I also like to kind of spend Mondays a little bit more alone, and just retreating. So I don't really want to share my Monday with him. Sounds harsh, but I'm just saying, like, I reset my whole week around Monday. So it's important that I kind of stay clear of peopling. And what else I have to get done today? I really need to clean up this pile of mess. I need to take this stuff to the cleaners. That's new to me. And yeah, I would also like to get some groceries too, but I might leave that out for tomorrow. But that's it. That's it, y'all. But thank you guys for watching the video all the way through. I hope you enjoyed it this week. Girl, I don't know what we got going on this week as far as outings and stuff are concerned, but there's some things I do have to do and some places I want to try out in New York. So we're going to get into and see how that goes. But I hope y'all have a great week ahead. Thank you so much for joining me. I love y'all cookies, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye.